I'd say Meepo off is maybe 6 out of 10. I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to say 6 out of 10. I think the hero's a little bit greedy to play in the off lane. It's not a great or
Execration. Nonetheless, though, 0-2 already sitting the way of Team Liquid. Great start.
They've managed to get themselves some good launching points across every lane. Maybe not so much the bot lane. You are getting a little bit more out from Palos, and you are outside of kills, kind of held back a bit in terms of controlling the lane for Zai. Down mid, a bit of a dive forward from Bob.
I don't have the TP cancel. And Palos this time will be okay, but obviously can't safely stay in the laning stage, it seems. Like, he's got the moment, but the laning stage is just not going well for Palos at all. 24 CS on the Morphling.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Bob's gonna die again on the Ember. That's Nisha just taking him out on the Dragon Knight, and that's not something you say too often, John. Like, a Dragon already almost 80% win chance for Liquid. This is before the 10-minute mark.
Yeah, I don't know what the recovery plan is for Execration. You have a Meepo that's going to have to need farm. You have an Ember that can't get any plays out. At the very least, you have level 6 for Bob, but as we've seen, that's not enough. I mean, you've got the Ancient Seal threat from Boxy there every single time. You've got an Enigma support that doesn't do much.
Mid lane, arrow is gonna land. Nisha is a bit of a tanky boy though with that max dragon, but he's still alive, still fighting back, still going. Bob's the one to go. Boxy, he could be in trouble now because Carlo's rotated, but he's still running. Tino, he'll move in with the poofs out. Eventually, Boxy will drop. Tino able to get a double kill, but it is still at the cost of Bob.
You'll have the Meepo fling, but I don't know if that's good enough.
Yeah, making Meepo and Meepo fling on the way soon. Bob being chased down here by Insania has the hand up, but he might regret that.
Christ.
They didn't even need Nisha, John. That impetus was enough.
No.
Not right now, it's not.
Certainly not. 2-2-11. Bot tier 2 siege begins. It doesn't take too long to push in up against a Morphling.
Goodness. What Morphling?
Yeah, nah.
What Morphling?
Alright. The fall fairly quick. You've got Mika around as well. You've got maxed out Lunar Blessing. Objectives do just melt with all that damage coming out. Jeez.
I mean, how are they taking Roshan with 3 heroes and Palos is still dying with 5 heroes around him? Like, Execration was in the dire triangle when that happened. And somehow Palos still ends up falling and they have not punished Liquid at all. I mean, that's just not good. Like, they get the tier 1 bottom tower, but it's just... They're not finding any kind of advantage for Execration, and Team Liquid, they are just running over them. This is more like the classic Team Liquid we're used to seeing, as now Bob gets taken out. It's just a disaster, this game, for Execration. There's no two ways about it. This is a stomping.
Yeah, the draft doesn't help their cause. I think the Meepo surprise could have worked, but the Ags rush isn't the most impactful, especially for offlane. Like, if you want to be offensive, you still need a blink. You still need more stats. Like, this is not a fat Meepo by any means just yet. If you had the blink, maybe you can get the jump in. You know, you could jump in, interrupt that combination onto Palos, try to buy some space, save your Morphling, have him try to constantly farm up. Liquid with Aegis up now, 7k lead. They can just gun for these additional objectives, take out some tier 2s, threaten the mega creeps onto the high ground. Mika can just melt these objectives as Luna basically free farm. 11k gold right now. A solid 3k above Tino. Tino's are your highest net worth hero, not even your Morph. It's your Meepo. So we'll have to see what impact that Meepo can get. I think the issue right now in Execration's draft is really not so much about the Meepo as he does get caught out
lane. Yeah. Tino, he's alive. He's going to try and fight back here. And they've got the Skywrath Mage down, so a nice start here against Boxy. Seems like the one crutch for Liquid right now is the Moonlight Shadow, though apparently not now because the Sentry is down. Tino, he's going to go for the Mega Meepo. Meanwhile, mid lane, a Black Hole is out. They've caught 2 targets. In fact, it may have been 3. Zai is going to try and fight back, but they've lost the Aegis. On Mickey, still, he's looking to turn back around here with Zai. They'll lock down Bob there for a moment. Bob, he's going to survive. Meanwhile, Tino denies himself off to a neutral camp. Palos is being chased down top lane by Team Liquid, but will waveform away. He'll make it out. At least they get the Aegis down off the back of a nice black hole here from Carlo. But it was just the Aegis.
Yeah, it's still a big win. That should hold off the high ground of Liquid for a little bit longer, although they should know black hole is down for a significant time, so they can start to clump up. Liquid playing pretty fragmented, but are still in the hunt.
Palos gonna run. Strength Morph is there. He'll be slowed up by Zai. In comes the Eclipse. Palos is just melting. Tips out from Nisha to Mickey. I don't quite blame him. Mickey's had a very clean game on the Luna. And that tier 2 tower, it is going to get completely cleaned up by Team Liquid.
Radiant's top tower has bit the big, but
without the black hole threat, I don't think you back off even without Aegis for Liquid. You just keep going. Like, what's there to threaten? The Mega Meepo? You've got all your heroes here. You have enough damage now.
Arrow's going to land on Zai. Shank's finding a decent angle, but it's not going to slow things down too much. Here goes Tino, completely starting up. Tino goes for the Mega Meepo, barely able to survive through this. Tino, he'll keep going. They're onto the Luna now. Mickey dropping decently low, but still has about half his HP. They'll turn back around now. Tino in the Mega Meepo, again in trouble. He's going to have the invis to survive. They'll silence him up though. The Mega Meepo going down. The harder they go up, the harder they fall, it seems, as Palos. Palos trying to run. Palos. He's in the middle of nowhere, John. Palos is down. So is Carlo by the looks of it. Carlo just standing in the same position with the Shadow Amulet. But Insania eventually going to have a sentry. We'll find him. And probably will get his life. Yeah, they will. Nisha's got it. 20 minutes in. This might be a GG call to come very, very soon, because Team Liquid have not slowed down. Going for the secondary racks in the mid lane. And just, this is a game where I would not blame Execration for just calling it.
Yeah, nah, definitely just maybe best to reset. They'll lose 2 racks, Liquid will reset. Execration, and just without Black Hole, you can't really threaten. Again, your Mega Meepo, Tino did get some good plays. He did manage to bait out with a secondary Meepo instead of a main, get the save out with a Mega Meepo form, get the digs out, but it's just not enough. You need control outside of a net. You need more damage to come out, and you're not ready to do that damage yet in Palos. 419 now, 14k lead for Liquid, and it just looks like an untenable position now for Execration. Like, they have the Black Hole to threaten with, at very least, so they will have play in the next high ground defense. I don't think you can underestimate any team with Enigma.
Gotcha.
So we'll see if Carlo can land another big Black Hole, punishing Liquid for feeling pretty confident. But once that Black Hole's gone, and you don't find much on Execration, that's where hope starts to die a little bit more. If you can get a big 3, 4, 5-man Black Hole, get the cleanup somehow on top of that, then this game can still open up despite being 2 racks down. If you can keep stalling for the Morphling timing, that here can become a pretty massive issue. And even the optimization in Bob, right? Like, he is going for the Lincolns. Again, we're talking about like a 10 to 15 minutes stall here, Mike. It's hard to see that happening.
There we go, Team Liquid. I mean, they're pushing bottom lane, and they're just killing Palos top lane. Like, this is how easy this game just became for Team Liquid. Tier 3 tower's gone. It has not been defended. The familiars themselves are getting this done. Against 4 heroes, or rather 3 heroes from Execration. Now 4. Bomb's going to come in. Palos will buy back. Team Liquid going after Tino. He's got the Mega Meepo available, but the Eclipse is going to fly in from Mickey. Going on to Tino. He'll just move the Meepos around, moving back in onto the edge, but Insania is just fine, so instead they'll turn their attention onto Boxy, but they are starting to melt on the side of Execration. Carlo's down. Shanks is down. Tino, he's trying his best to fight back, but it's no good. It is no good. GG. 22.5 minutes, the game is over. Game 1 going the way of Team Liquid. Execration, there's no two ways about it. After this laning stage, they stood no chance.
Yeah, they certainly didn't. I don't think this draft helped Execration all too much, going for the